Hello there, my amazing grade 6 learners! Are you ready to have another day of learning? Come and join me! I am Teacher Angel and we will explore the world of science. Now, who can tell me what was our discussion last meeting? Alright, our discussion last meeting was all about earthquakes. Now, please prepare your pen and your notebook for we will have a short quiz to test your learning about our topic last meeting. Are you now ready, class? If you are, then let's begin. What are the shock waves caused by an earthquake that travel through the ground? Is it microwaves, seismic waves, or electromagnetic waves? If your answer is seismic waves, you are correct. What is a movement on the surface of the Earth resulting from underground movement between two plates? Is it volcanic eruption, tsunami, or earthquake? If your answer is earthquake, good job! What is the outermost layer of the Earth called? Is it core, crust, or mantle? If your answer is crust, excellent! You are right! What is the location on the Earth's surface above where the earthquake began called? Is it crust center, epicenter, or hypocenter? If your answer is epicenter, great job! It is the point on the Earth's surface vertically above the focus of an earthquake. Is it volts, faults, or epicenter? If your answer is epicenter, great job! If you've got a perfect score, congratulations! I am grateful you indeed understood our lesson last meeting.
Good morning, class! I am Teacher Angeline Capute. You can call me Teacher Len. Now, class, let's have a new activity. I will be showing a pictures. All you have to do is to raise the like sign if the picture shows emergency kit, and unlike sign if not. Now, let's proceed to our activity. In picture number 1, class, what do you think? It is emergency kit or not? Very good! You get the correct answer. Because the number 1 class shows emergency kit. So the answer is like sign. Now, let's proceed to number 2. It is emergency kit or not? Correct! A number 2 class is not an emergency kit because it shows a summer face. Okay, now let's proceed to number 3. It is emergency kit or not? Very good! You get the correct answer. Because the number 3 class shows an emergency kit. Okay, let's proceed to number 4. It is emergency kit or not? Because the number 4 class shows emergency kit. Okay, last number. It is emergency kit or not? Correct! Because the number 5 picture class is a school things. I see that all of you know what is emergency kit. And now, let's proceed to our next activity.
Hi everyone, I'm Jhun B, Canillo, and I'll be discussing the presentation. So now, are you ready?
To start our discussion, let us first have a jigsaw puzzle. All you have to do is to assemble this jigsaw puzzle. Are you now ready? You may now start. Now class, based on the activity we had, what do you think is our topic for today? Brilliant! Our discussion for today is all about basic drill before, during, and after an earthquake. When you hear the word earthquake, what first comes on your mind? Marvelous! I have here a scenario about earthquake. I will read it and I want you all to listen because after this I will ask you follow-up questions. Ella and her family develop an earthquake plan to prepare themselves if there is an earthquake. The first thing they do is to choose an out-of-area friend or relative who separated family member can call after the quake to report their whereabouts and conditions. Second, they check the safe spots in each room, like under the study tables, desks, or against inside walls. Third is they identify the danger spots, like windows, mirrors, hanging objects, fireplaces, and tall unsecured furnitures. Fourth is they conduct practice drills. Physically place yourself in safe locations. And lastly, keep a list of emergency hotlines. Maintain emergency food, water, and other supplies, including flashlights, a portable battery-operated radio, first aid kit, and spare clothes.
My name is Dalion, and I am one of the group member of Group 2. Today, I'm going to presenting to you the scenario 2.
Mika is in her house when an earthquake occurs. Instead of panic like the other people do, she stays there and take cover under a table, desk, or other sturdy furniture. She makes sure that her face is away from windows and glass doors. While her protecting her head and body from falling or flying objects, she remains where she is until shaking stops. After that, she thinks out her plan of action first, then moves out from inside the house to the exit route. She slowly moves to lie down or crouches low to maintain balance. And finally, she gets out to the house and finds the best available shelter if there is no open area available. In the second scenario, what Mika do when the earthquake occur? That's right. What else? Correct. And then what did she do when the shaking stops? Excellent! Did you get it, the second scenario, class? Fabulous! So now, this is the last scenario that I will share to you, class. It talks about after the earthquake. So are you ready to listen, class?
Hi! I am Sarah Faith Sia, members of Group 2. For today's video, I will be discussing about the presentation of our topic. So this is the continuation. Let's start!
Okay, before I will share the third scenario, I want you to listen carefully and write it down to your notebook because after this we will have oral recitation. Here is the continuation. Scenario 3. After the earthquake, Captain Lopez hired a medical specialist like a nurse and doctor to check the injuries of those affected. Other doctors give an announcement to those affected. The following are: Number 1. Do not move seriously injured victims unless they are in immediate danger. Do not use the telephone immediately unless there is a serious injury, fire or other emergency. Hunt for the hazards. Next, check for the other hazards and control them. Fire, chemical spills, toxic fumes, and possible collapse. Check, utilize water, gas, electric. If there is damage, turn the utilities off at the source. Next, check building for cracks and damage, including roof, chimneys, and foundations. Check foods and water supplies. The 7 and 8. Turn on the radio and listen for emergency broadcast, announcement, news report, and instruction. Cooperate with public safety officials. Number 9 and 10. If buildings are suspect, set up your shelter area away from damage. Plan for evacuation in case events make this necessary. Leave written messages for other family members or researchers. The last two, use gloves, wear heavy shoes, and have adequate and appropriate clothing available. Be prepared for aftershocks. So now class, let's start our oral recitation. So in this third scenario, why is Captain Lopez hired a medical specialist like a nurse and doctor to check the injuries of those affected? That's right. So what the doctor says to the people who are affected by the earthquake? Yes, that's correct. What else? Brilliant! Another one. That's great. What else? Alright, the last one. Marvelous! Did you understand the third scenario, class? Wow! Impressive! Okay, class. Why it is important to know the basic drills of an earthquake before, during, and after? Excellent! Yes, that's right! It is very important also to orient other people on earthquake preparedness in order to be informed of what to do before, during, and after of an earthquake. And that's the end of our discussion today, class. I hope you learned something because after this, you will have an activity.
Hi class! I am teacher Emeliza Cena. You can call me teacher M. Now class, let's have a practice for a basic drill of an earthquake, and this is called the duck, cover, and hold. I want you to stand in a place where you can demonstrate the duck, cover, and hold comfortably. I will demonstrate first the duck, cover, and hold, and I want you to repeat after me. Are you ready class? Great! Let's start! So this is duck, cover, and hold. Again, repeat after me. Duck, cover, and hold. Great job, kids!
Good morning, class. My name is Dagcuta. I am your teacher today. You can also call me Teacher Tantan. So this morning, to assess your understanding, I want you to answer the following. So you can write your answer in a piece of paper. So, are you ready, class? Okay, number 1. When indoors during an earthquake, the safest place to be is blank. A. Under a sturdy piece of furniture. B. In a doorway. C. In a bedroom. So, are you done, class? Okay, let's proceed. Number 2. If you are outside during an earthquake, you should seek shelter in a building. A. True. B. False. So, are you done, class? Okay, let's proceed. Number 3. A good indicator of an impending earthquake is blank. A. Hot, dry weather. B. Unsettled beds. C. Neither of these. So, let's proceed. I think you're done. Number 4. If an earthquake hits while you're driving, you should blank. A. Drive quickly away from the earthquake. B. Pull over and stay in your car. C. Pull over and get out of your car. So, are you done, class? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, this will be the last number, class. So, number 5. The best way to prevent injuries during an earthquake is to be prepared and know what to do before, during, and after an earthquake. A. True. B. False. So these are the answer, class. So number 1. B. In a doorway. Number 2. B. False. Number 3. C. Netherless. And number 4. B. Fall over and stay in your car. So the last number 5. A. True. So class, who got a perfect score? So very good. You really understood our topic this afternoon. So it's not all. That's all. Thank you.
Hello class, this is Janin B, and you can call me Teacher Jan. Now, let's proceed to our next activity. All you have to do is to analyze the statement, and if the statement is something that should be done before an earthquake, clap your hands once. And if the statement is something that should be done during an earthquake, clap your hands twice. And if the statement is something that should be done after an earthquake, clap your hands thrice. Are you ready? Let's go! Statement number 1. maintain emergency food, water, and other supplies including a flashlight, a portable battery-operated radio, extra batteries, medicine, and first aid kit, and clothing. Very good! Statement number 2. Do not move seriously injured victims unless they are in immediate danger. Excellent! Statement number 3. Stay and take cover under a table, desk, or other sturdy furniture and make sure that your face is away from windows and glass doors. Very good! Statement number 4. Plan for evacuation and leave written messages for other family members or researchers. Very good! Statement number 5. Protect your head and body from falling and flying objects and remain where you are until shaking stops. Excellent! Statement number 6. Check the hazards and control them. Fire, chemical spills, toxic fumes, and possible collapse. And check utilities, water, gas, and electric. If there is damage, turn the utility off at the source. Very good! Okay, that's all class. I hope you enjoyed our discussion. Goodbye!